Hello to everyone. Hope everybody's had a great day. As always, it's saying my connection is unstable. Never had that before. So we're just going to go ahead and see what happens with this connection. So if you're on, just shoot a quick comment that you can hear and see, and we'll go ahead and get started. I don't know if it has something to do with the weather, that I have an unstable connection. Uh, like I said, I've never had that before. But tonight, we are going to go ahead and get started. Hey, Oshita, good to see you. Tonight, we're going to talk about why are you eating what's being served. We don't come on here to stay long. We come do what we got to do, and we get on off. So you got to catch us when you catch us. Um, Here's the thing. Suppose you went to a restaurant and they handed you the menu and you said, okay, I want to order this over here. And they said, well, you can't have that. So you say, well, I'll get this over here. And they say, you can't have that either. By now, you're probably thinking, what's going on? So then they say, or you say, well, I'll order this. And they say, well, you can't have that either. And you ask the question, well, what can I have? They said, well, we'll bring you something. So they bring you something that you don't even like, and you start eating it anyway. And why do you eat it? It's because that's what they served you. Well, here's the thing. You have become unaware of what you bring to the table. We have talked a lot about self-awareness. You have become unaware that you bring the money to the table. You bring the power to the table, but yet you sit there and eat something that you're not comfortable with, that you don't even want. You have become unaware of your strength, of your worth, and of your power. Therefore, you find yourself giving undeserving people your time and your energy. You find yourself sitting down at the table eating with people that don't even deserve your time. Somewhere in life, somebody has convinced you and made you feel less than. You were made to feel as though you were not enough because of this type of thinking. You're sitting at the table with people that you should not even entertain. You're sitting at the table with people that don't even appreciate you. You're starting to eat and digest things that are not even meant for you. We talk again about a lot about self-worth. Everything begins with self-love, self-worth, even self-hatred. It begins with self because it starts with you. Maybe it was the words that somebody else spoke, or maybe it was even you comparing yourself to other. Whatever the cause may be, you're sitting at a table and you are clueless to who you truly are. Maybe it's a job that you're overqualified for, but you're underappreciated. You're super talented. You know what you know what you have inside, but unfortunately, you don't recognize your own worth. You're taking crap just to survive. You're stressed out and dreading going to this job every day. Every time you walk into that place, your whole spirit change because this is not what you want to do. This is not where you want to be. And you want to leave, but you have convinced yourself that this is the best I'll ever get. Maybe it's a group of friends that you had that you've outgrown. A lot of people that we may have been friends with in school, we go different paths in life. life. And they were not meant to be lifelong friends. And there are some people that we should have never even connected with. You're passionate, you're driven, and you're determined to have more and to be greater, yet they're content being exactly where they are. They're content with their life being exactly what it is. There's those of us and you who have toxic friends and toxic relationships, and they are the type that never see the light at the end of the tunnel. And every time you're around them, you're emotionally drained after being with them. And you've convinced yourself that these are the best friends that I'll ever have. Maybe it's that babe or that boo that is not fulfilling you. And it was a relationship that you were never supposed to be in the first place. And you're unable to give your all because this is not the one who you were destined to be with. But you stay because you've convinced yourself that this is the best that I'll ever get. Well, here's what I know for sure. When you are unaware of what you bring to the table, you will sit and dine with whoever sitting at the table, and you will eat whatever they serve. Knowing what you bring to the table requires knowing your worth. Knowing what you bring to the table requires you knowing your strength and your power. It requires knowing the areas in which you need to improve, but not allowing those areas to keep you from getting what you deserve. Knowing your worth. When you are aware of what you bring to the table, you are now empowered to get up and walk away when the meal that's being served is something you should not eat. What shouldn't we eat when people are serving us words of discouragement, when people are serving us depression, when people are serving us negativity? We are now empowered to walk away from those things. When you are aware of what you bring to the table, you are equipped with the courage to go and not stay just for the sake of staying. You are encouraged and empowered to leave, just not stay there for the sake of having, for the sake of having these set of friends. You can walk away from it just from having this type of relationship. You can walk away from it. When you are aware what you bring to the table, you'll thank yourself later that for something that felt uncomfortable now, you're able to let go of. Are you aware of what you bring to the table? Knowing who you're dining with, do you know what dishes they're serving to you? There are those who will sit and eat with you and laugh and smile in your face. And all the while, they're feeding you poison. Do you know who you're eating with? Stay woke. They're sitting at the table with things, or you're sitting at the table with things and people that you shouldn't be. It's time to empower yourself and get up and walk away when you know what you bring to the table. I saw a quote that says, I'll walk away or I'll get up because I know what I bring to the table. I'll go make my own table. And sometimes that's what you have to do. Remember, everything starts with self. Everything. Thoughts start in your mind. What we're allowed to fester starts in us. What we accept starts with us. So take back your power, get up and walk away when whatever they're serving is not what you're needing to eat. Y'all have a great night. Like we said, we don't come to stay long. Catch us when you catch us, and we'll see you next time. Bye.